Hi there, welcome to another video today. So let's get started with our quote of the day. It's going to be Isaiah chapter 55 verse 11. So in my word that goes out from my mouth, it will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. Okay, so that is our quote of the day, and the topic we're going to cover today is going to be, we're going to check open ports using the Test-NetConnection commandlet. So let's get started. So in Powershell, you can check like for open ports on remote or local machines using the Test-NetConnection commandlet. So what this commandlet really does, it allows you to test connectivity to like a specific IP address, a domain name, which includes including like whether it's in for a particular port that is open and so on. All right, so let's kind of run an example here. So the way how we would do it is you would use a test net connection, and so you could either put a computer name or an IP address. So we'll put computer name, and then we could put, let's try Google, and we got to put that in quotes. And do port 80. Okay, let's try that out. Okay, so I had to press, it looks like I had a problem refreshing my screen, so this is what came back. So, so the test came back successfully, and it just gave us back this the address information. So if you remember from a previous video, when you see like a combination of letters and numbers, this means and it's part of an address, this means it's IP version 6. So that's what it meant. So that's how you would do like a test connection to see if the port is open or not. Now you could also do, you could change the port. So port 80 is normally like the browsing port you would do like on a HTTP address. Another default port will be like 443, and that's like when you use HTTPS. So that's just to give you some context there. Now you could also, if you want to browse to see ports on your own network, like if you have more than one computer on your home network, and if you have the ports and you don't have any ports blocked in your router and stuff like that, you could put an IP address, and then just see if anything is on your network. Oops. And maybe I'll just put port 80. Okay, so this one didn't exist on our network, so it's unreachable. So this is the message we got back. So let's do an IP config. And this will kind of give us, okay, so let's try to do this for 254. Well, we could do 188. And I don't think that the port might be open for this, but let's just try it out and see what we get back. Okay, so it did return, and you can see it came back successfully. So this is how you could check against a local address, and you could do it for other ports too. So like if it's 80, if it's like a web port, 21, like if it's a FTP port, 22 if it's a SSH port or SFTP port, or it could be a custom port maybe for your gaming system if you want to network it to your gaming system, or it could be many other different things as well. Um, so that's how you could test. And if you wanted to do like a ping, you could do Test-NetConnection and just computer name and without the port, and that would just send a ping command out to that device, and it should give you back, if it's online, it'll give you back a response as well. Okay, so yeah, just my screen refreshing is a little bad here, but you can see it gave us a ping and a ping response. And if you wanted to do a trace route, you could just add trace route. Okay, and we could do that. There you go, it did a trace route, so it traced it back to this location. Now, like if you go over the web, it may trace it through a few hops. So this kind of gives you details on if you want to trace it back to the IP address or the computer name. Now you could also just, if you wanted to, I wouldn't show any more examples, but pretty much you could use these same commands and then just put it in a loop if you want to search multiple IP addresses or multiple ports. And that will kind of give you, if you want to search a whole list of maybe in your home network or maybe your work network, or a few addresses you want to do it over the internet to see if they're up and down. So this is a pretty good command to use. And yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's close off with the quote of the day. Okay, so it's going to be Isaiah chapter 55 verse 11. So in my word that goes out from my mouth, it will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. Okay, so don't forget to read your Bible, and if you're not going to church, try to find a good Bible-based church. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.